Hello students, myself Hemant Sharma, educator at MKJC. Today myself explain you about the physics part of the 10th CBSE board examinations. Recently CBSE has provided blueprint on the science paper. So now let's compete with this particular portion and explain and getting all the nitty-gritties of the paper of science and particularly physics portion. Here we are having 10th Physics CBSE 2024 exam preparation and analysis based on blueprint. So the topic is mine on physics preparation on the basis of blueprint provided by CBSE board. Here we all know that theory paper of science assigning a weightage of 80 marks and internal assessment component consists of 20 marks. Further, all the chapters of science are divided in 5 subunits. Out of 5 subunits, the physics portion is of 2 units, unit number 3 and unit number 4. So unit number 3 is called natural phenomena and it includes reflection of light by a curved surface, refraction of light by spherical lenses, working of lens in the human eye, refraction of light through prism, etc. And this unit consists of 12 marks. After that, unit 4, which is of effect of current, potential difference and electric current, Ohm's law, magnetic effect of current. These all topics are of 13 marks. So if we consider physics portion, the physics portion is of completely 25 marks, which includes unit 3 and unit 4 of overall science portions, 5 subunits and all the chapters. Now we will discuss about question papers and how the MCQs, very short answer and short answer subtype second and long answer and case based study will appear from both these units and particularly from physics part. So let's move to next page. Here we are having particularly total questions in the paper are of 39, which are 20 are MCQ and 6 are short answer type of first, which are of 30 to 50 words, and 7 short answer type second, which are of 50 to 80 words, and third one, the last one, long answer 80 to 120 words, and 3 question on case based study based. And all these questions including physics, chemistry and biology. So here I will explain only about the physics part. So the subunit 3 and subunit 4 includes light, reflection and refraction, human eye and colorful world, electricity and magnetic effect of electric current. These 1, 2, 3 and 4 chapters are basically from physics portion. The human eye portion, the some part also included in biology, but we are considering only the physics portion here separately. So if we consider the overall 39 questions, the particular physics parts having total 11 number of questions, from physics. If we go to objective part or MCQ part, these questions are of 1 mark and 2 questions will be seen from electricity and 3 questions from magnetic effect of electric current. So total 5 questions of physics in objective portion will be available from electricity and magnetic effect of current. As per sample paper provided earlier in starting of the session, the assertion and reason question will also appear for mostly from magnetic effect of electric current. So we have to prepare for these type of question from magnetic effect. If we go further, here short answer first type question which are of 2 marks. So we can see that from physics portion only one question appear from this part, and the human eye and colorful word will be of 2 marks question, essay 1 type. Further, if we go towards 3 marks question, essay 2 type. Essay 2 type, 2 questions appear from light, reflection and refraction chapter. So 2 questions of 3 marks from light chapter, and the asterisk marks here mentions that these will be most probably numerical portion, and numerical portion will be of particularly the calculation based on the focal length and object distance will be provided to us, and we have to calculate the property, characteristics or image distance. Now, the magnetic effect of electric current also having essay 2 type question of 3 marks. So total 3 question of 3 marks, 1 from magnetic effect and 2 from light, reflection and refraction part. 4 marks case based question appear from light, reflection and refraction part. And last long answer type is from electricity. So this is the portion of physics where blueprint of recently provided CBSE board is available with us, and these are the pattern for different type of question, weightages of different chapters, and how we are seen particular chapter to solve these questions. Now we are coming to check few of the questions that based on these blueprint, and we can concentrate this type of study particularly for all these questions available here. Now I am coming to question number 1, which is based preferably on blueprint and sample paper earlier provided by CBSE board. So first question, all these questions are on sample basis. Maybe this type of question will arrive, but 80 to 90% the criteria will be of this type. I will carry on the blueprint aspects here only. So first question is MCQ, which is of from 1 mark objective electricity part. So which of the following instrument does not have plus or minus sign marked on it while representing in a circuit diagram? The option A is galvanometer, option B is ammeter, option C is cell, option D is a rheostat. So normally positive and negative sign, which shows the flow of the current or particular measuring equipment, the dimension, the direction. So here answer is rheostat. Plus or minus sign not required for particularly rheostat portion. So this is the simple one from objective type of electricity question. If we come to next question, the resistance of the conductor is R. If the length is doubled by stretching the wire, then its new resistance will be. Here we have to check that length is doubled, but wire is same and only stretching is there. So we have to concentrate on particular aspect, that in this case volume of both the position will be remain same for this wire. So here answer will be 4R, and explanation is the resistance of a uniform metallic conductor is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to the area of cross section. As we know, R equals to rho L upon A. So directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to A, where rho is a constant of proportionality and is called the electric resistivity of the material of the conductor. So we further solve for first position R1. Suppose the first position resistance is R1, and from formula R is equals to L1. The first time we calculate the length and provided suppose it is L1, and area given is A1. Similarly for R2, second time condition, resistance is R2, rho L2 upon A2. Here we have given that the length is doubled by stretching. So L2 equals to 2L1. By putting these values, we have get A1, L1 equals to A2, L2 because volume in both the cases is same. A1, L1, A2, L2, we put 2L1. By further solving it, we get A2 equals to A1 upon 2. So putting these values, we got R2 equals to 4R1, which is our answer. So these types of question may be appear as objective type, and the two particular questions connect from particular chapter of electricity. Now we are coming to next three questions which are from magnetic effect of current. So next question, which of the following property of a proton can change while it moves freely in a magnetic field? We have given proton and it is moving freely in magnetic field. So it appears or it affects a particular magnetic force here. So magnetic force particularly move it in circular direction. We know when a proton moves in a magnetic field, its velocity change. So here speed we can't say, acceleration we can't say, and mass. Okay, so here momentum is our answer. Particularly momentum is the product of mass and velocity, therefore momentum also changes. Velocity and momentum are the property which changes when proton moves freely in a magnetic field. So particular our answer here, which property will affect, which is momentum here. Okay, next question also from magnetic field or magnetic effect of current, which is an electric fuse works on. This is the simplest one here. When electric current flowing in a resistance, if current flowing is higher than the rating available of particular fuse, then it produces higher heat and fuse will be melt. So it is clearly on heating effect of current. So our answer here is C option. The heating effect of current is working principle for an electric fuse. Now next or last question of MCQ for physics portion. This one is based on the assertion and reason type. We have to practice it particularly in larger way so that we will clear the nitty-gritty of assertion and reason question. Here I am providing one of you sample question that assertion here given is on freely suspending a current carrying solenoid. A solenoid behaves as bar magnet. So if we freely suspend, then it comes to rest in north-south direction. So it is true exactly, just like a bar magnet. Here reason given for this assertion is one end of current carrying straight solenoid behaves as a north pole and the other end as south pole. Exactly, the bar magnet also one portion is north pole and another one is south pole. So here our answer is both A and R true, and R is the correct explanation of assertion. Here both the statement are true and also reason explain assertion clearly. Now next we come to essay 1 part, short answer first type question, which are of 2 marks and 30 to 50 words. If we consider the physics portion, only one question come in this particular section. Here this question is from human eye and colorful word. So here a question is, a student needs spectacles of power minus 0.5D for the correction of his vision. We have to answer, name the defect, find the nature and focal length, list two causes of this defect. So here the first answer is the defect is myopia, short-sightedness, and this is covered or recovered by concave lens. and the focal length calculated by P is equals to 1 upon F. Here we have to cross check that focal length will be in meters, so that we will get power in diopter. We have to exactly cross check or clear on measuring power while putting focal length in centimeter, not only on in meters only. If we put the values in centimeter, our answer will be wrong. So power will be calculated only putting focal length in meters. So we have to careful on this particular aspect. Okay. So we get here power and focal length. The power is given minus 0.5 d. So we get focal length is minus 2 meter. So the disease is myopia and the power is given to us minus 0.25 d. So we get focal length equals to minus 2 meter. And the option for question particularly C part is causes of myopia are elongation of eyeball, high converging power of eye lens. So this will explain particular this question correctly. Now we are coming to essay second part. Here we include 3 marks question which are from different portions. The first one is from light, reflection and refraction part. The figure shows the position of an object AB in relation to converging lens whose foci are f1 and f2. So we have given converging lens and the diagram is also given to us. And the object, draw two rays to locate the position of image. We have to draw the location of image and we have given the object from optical center to f1. So we have to memorize the particularly tables given for different images formation in case of both the mirrors and both the lenses. If we have memorized all these aspects, then we will clearly and confidently solve these questions. So here is the solution for particular question. The object is put between optical center and f1 of convex lens. So the image formation is enlarged and behind the object and virtual and erect. Okay, this will be very easy if we have to known very well the image formation of convex lens at various places of object. The various distances will be between optical center to f1, f1 to f2 or center of curvature, and beyond f2 and up to infinity. So all these object formation will be clear if you have to read the particular table very well, and this question will be very easy for you to solve. Now we come to next question, a convex mirror. Here we have given another case of convex mirror. So in short answer type second type question, there is 3 marks question of 2 from light and electricity, and both these questions are of numerical type. So we have to carefully read out all the aspect of formula as well as ray diagram as well as various object places and their image formation. Okay. Here next question, a convex mirror used on a bus has a focal length of 200 centimeter. So we have given focal length 200 centimeter and for convex mirror it is positive. So positive sign we have put here. Now if a scooter is located at 100 centimeters, so object distance is 100. It is calculated from optical center, or here we have given mirror. So from pole towards left, so we have put minus sign on object distance. We have mirror formula 1 upon f equals to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. So we are putting this value and we get magnification, which is the required for our question that if a scooter is 100 meter, find the position, nature and magnification of the image formed in the mirror. So we get magnification 0.666 and value of V is 66.6 centimeter. Now we are coming to next question, which is from magnetic effect of current, and this is from essay 2 type of question, which is of 3 marks. Here the magnetic effect we can consider the question somewhat related to theoretical part, or maybe any derivation, or maybe any diagram also. But I have chosen here the theoretical part, which is most prominent to coming in this particular section, as we have right hand thumb rule, left hand rules, and the effect of force, and when magnetic field will increase, the effect on magnetic field, current, turns, all these things will come. I have chosen particular sample question is state the rule that determine the direction of the force on the conductor carrying current placed in a magnetic field. If a particular object or conductor is placed in magnetic field and current is carrying in it, which force and the direction by which law we will provide? So the answer is Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule will provide us magnetic force direction. When placed in current carrying external magnetic field, then Fleming's left hand rule says that our thumb, forefinger and middle finger of the left hand perpendicular to each other, then the thumb points out towards the direction of the magnetic force. So thumb will show us the magnetic force, and forefinger points towards the direction of magnetic field. Forefinger will give us magnetic field, and the middle finger points towards the direction of the current. So this is the Fleming's left hand rule, which explains us how magnetic field, how current and the magnetic force induced by these will be direction we can find out. Okay. Now next we come to long answer type question, which are of 80 to 120 words. This is the most important type of question. We can carry some values as well as a lot of marks, the 5 marks. So we have to carefully see in this particular portion. This question will be related to electricity chapter. So electricity chapter, the most important part is how to calculate voltage, the combination of resistance, how to calculate current if different combinations are given. The one portion also provide us numerical on this particular chapter is power, how we can calculate the power if same type of circuit is given here. I have given here to calculate the total resistance or equivalent resistance and potential difference in one line and current in another line. So the question is, we have given this particular diagram where in one branch two resistance 6 ohm and 3 ohm, 6 ohm and 3 ohm are in series, and another branch 12 ohm and 3 ohm are in series. Both these branches are in parallel to each other. So first we add both these resistances, then both these resistances, and their parallel combination will be calculated. By doing this, we can calculate equivalent resistance. After calculating equivalent resistance, the battery voltage is given to us, so we can calculate the current flowing in from battery. After dividing it I1 and I2 in both the branches, we can calculate I1 and potential for particular branch also. So here the first question is total resistance and current through 6 ohm. Equivalent resistance, first we convert 6 ohm and 3 ohm series resistance, the combined will be 9. Similarly for second branch, 12 ohm and 3 ohm, 15 ohm. Both these are in parallel. So the equivalent resistance is 1 upon R equals to 1 upon 9 plus 1 upon 15, which comes to R equals to 5.6 ohm. Clear? So the total resistance is 5.6 ohm. Now we find out current through 6 ohm resistance. Here we have given potential of battery is V is equals to 4 volt potential difference, which is 9 as well as 15 same, because both these resistances are in parallel. In parallel we have same potential difference for all the branches. Now we have putting the values of I1. So first I1 particularly for this branch, V upon I1 R1 from Ohm's law. So I equals to V upon R1, V given 4 volt, R1 equals to 9 ohm. Okay, so the current in I1 branch is 0.44 ampere. Current along 15 ohm resistance I2 equals to V upon R2. So potential difference in 12 ohm wire is 3.2 volt. Okay, so here we got both the values, the resistance, current in first branch, current in second branch, and potential difference in 12 ohm wire. So we have to concentrate on solving this type of question. Practice makes a man perfect. So we have to practice a lot on these particular questions. First, how to calculate equivalent resistance if they are in series, how to calculate equivalent resistance if they are in parallel, how to calculate equivalent resistance if series and parallel combination is given there. Then we can calculate the voltage, potential difference, or particular branch current. Now we come to last question, which is based on case study. Here the case part is very small. We have given one line only. On this basis we have to provide 3 to 4 questions answer. As well as there is different type of case study where 4 to 5 lines or 5 to 6 lines will be given, a para will be given, and we have to answer on these lines. Okay, here I have given a case. A student wants to project the image. He wants to project the image. So in line itself we have to carry out our projection, that if we have to project the image, then image will be of real time. So we can feel out that the real image will be provided by particular this lens, or particularly this position if object is put before focus, or between f1 and f2, or above f2. So we can consider these aspects by question lining itself. Now a candle flame on the wall of the school laboratory using a mirror. Here we have given a mirror and we have to find a real image, so we can get a real image at particular portion. First, which type of mirror should we use? The student should concave mirror, because concave mirror produce a real image. So here in question we have just asked that if real image we have to generate it, then it will be generated by concave mirror. Okay, at what distance in terms of focal length f of the mirror should be placed the candle flame to get the magnified image at the wall? Here we have to concentrate on, we have to get magnified image. So to get magnified image, the student should put the candle flame between f and 2f. So between f and 2f we will get a magnified image by concave mirror. Okay, so we have to carefully draw the ray diagram where object put between f and 2f, and the image formation is enlarged and within the mirror side. The third question, draw a ray diagram. Here is the ray diagram. And the fourth question, can he use this mirror to project the diminished image? Now he is asking that we have already got enlarged image, but can we get diminished image if object position is surpassed or placed another? Then the same will state how. If we get this diminished image, then how can we get it? And if your answer is yes, and if your answer is not, we have to prove it. So yes, we can get a diminished image also in concave mirror, and by putting the object beyond 2f. When we put object beyond 2f, then we will get the diminished image in concave mirror. So that's it on the blueprint provided by CBSE board on the particular physics part. We have total 11 questions, the 3 questions from particularly MCQ part of magnetic field, 2 of electricity, total 5 question MCQ part, and after that 1 of 2 mark question, and next we go to case based study, 1 question long answer type, 1 question, and remaining part from essay 1 and essay 2. So best of luck to all of you dear student. Be well prepared, and again best of luck for your exam. Thank you. Thanks.